What's up, guys? A little chilly start to the morning here. I've got a really good one for you. We're gonna put lithium battery from Bolt Energy in one of our customers' carts. Comes with everything you need: the mounting bracket, voltage reducer, the battery, in some cases a solenoid, just depends on your application. It's got all kinds of cool stuff with it. You can check them out on our website. But let's jump into what we're gonna put it in. 2000 Club Car DS. Like I said, we are going to change the lead acids out with the lithium. I knew it looked a little funny down in the battery tray. Typically you don't see the DS having the batteries put in the way they were in here. Alright guys, so we're going to start getting some of our components put on this golf cart. The first one we're going to do is going to be our charge port. We're going to get the old one out of the way, put the new one in. The 4 screws that hold this mechanism to the body, 4 Phillips head screws, and unhook this fuse link here, and then you're going to follow this gray wire loom into the back and your red wire to behind the back of the cart. Okay, you're going to unhook whatever you got to unhook to get these out of your way. The whole charge port, wiring harness and all has got to come out of here. Alright guys, red wire was hooked to the solenoid, and then the gray wire, or the gray wire loom that comes from the back, actually comes from your onboard computer. And so you're going to have to take the black wire off the back of the charge port to get it out of your way. And I also said to unplug this right here. Okay, so this right here is what your screws screw into to hold it to the body. And then at that point you can just take and get this pulled through, and there you have it. There's your charge port. You take your mounting plate and you mount it to the body like so. Alright guys, so there we go. So here's your mounting plate. It comes supplied with 4 screws to go in the plate that you screw to the body, and then you'll have 3 screw holes in your actual charge port, because there's your plug-in outlet. So there's 3 screws on the outlet that go into the plate and into the body, so it's actually kind of double secured here. It's right nice. You have 2 options. You can use either the flat plate, whatever shape you want to call that. You could have had this up there or the flat plate up there. I personally like the flat plate. And then of course, like I said, this is just a straight up cord that comes out just like your charge port did. Then you plug your charger right into this. We're going to move on to putting the solenoid back here now, since we've already had to get all the wires and stuff out of the solenoid area back there that was hooked up with the charger. Alright guys, there you go. New solenoid installed. Goes pretty much right back in the same place as the old one. The mounting bracket on the new solenoid is a bit shorter. It's about 1 inch shorter, so you can use one of the original holes and then a self-tapping screw that you can use to hold the other side. That's what I've done here. I moved into putting our meter, our battery management system in, and this is a double take dash, so it is not your normal factory dash. I had to use a hole saw to punch through this plastic panel here. I ran my communication cable, which is going to be this cable here, that's going to have like a was it RCA jack or something like that. It's got one of these ends on it, and this is going to plug, I think, directly into the battery, and then that relays the information that the battery is seeing to your meter. Tells you everything you need to know, how much power you got left, what the voltage is. Okay, so you guys can see that I have my battery in. We've got some of the stuff worked out, and I'm sorry I didn't get to record this, but this was a little different compared to what was expected. Come to find out, this golf cart had a different battery tray style in it, and it would not work with this battery. This particular cart had 4 batteries in the middle and 1 on each side of the golf cart. Generally you have 2 batteries on this side, 2 batteries in the middle, and 2 batteries on that side. This cart was not like that, so we had to come in here and cut out the support brackets that went this way, and then we had to weld in some angle iron here for the actual distance that this battery needed to be able to sit, because it does come with brackets that will actually fit in your normal battery tray of the Club Car DS. But we finally got it all put together and got the battery dropped in here, and I have slowly started to get it wired up. You can see I got my main power and main ground coming through already. Our solenoid is installed here. Got our wires ran to it, and I'll get you a better shot of that here in a moment. I got a bunch of wire management to do in here, so don't judge. But we've got our meter hooked to the battery already. We've got the Bluetooth, actually basically a metering system for your cell phone. So you just link your cell phone to this, and you can see everything that our meter here is going to tell us, and probably more. Those are things that I'll be testing. So you can see our solenoid is here. I've got my activation wires hooked to it. That's those 2 little ones there. And then you can see that right there is my big green wire that comes from the ground up to the controller. And then you can see right over here I have my main power coming into the solenoid, and then this black cable here comes over to the controller for your main power to the controller. You have to get rid of the OBC because it will not operate without it. Now you can see right down here I have part of the OBC wiring harness that comes from the golf cart side. OBC, and you cannot get your hands on one of these, then you will need to come in here and cut your blue wire and your white wire and twist them together so that you can get the golf cart to run again. Fortunately, I have this pigtail here. This is going to make the golf cart run. Got our charger in and wired, and it's pretty straightforward because they give you the positive and negative in the big cable here. And then you have your charger interlock right here, which is so that it doesn't take off running while it's charging. It locks it out for us, keeps the cart from moving. Power cord I was able to lay in this little channel right here. I know that's going to be hard to see, but the charge port wire hooks into the charger cord here, and thankfully this channel is going to keep that guarded from all the elements. And here's our battery. Like I said, we've got our main positive and our main negative, our charger positive, our charger negative. I have some of the necessary grounds for our reducer here, and a couple of extra switches that this customer is using. But again, here's our reducer. You can see I got my main power going into my main battery pack. Same for the black negative, goes right into the main negative of the battery. But I also decided I'm putting a ground block in here, so it makes it a little bit easier in case the customer has to work on this thing on the fly. Like, you can't just bring it to me immediately. This should make it pretty simple for him to understand that these are your grounds and that these are your hots. And like I said, the accessories are all put in here: light kit, stereo, the whole 9 yards run off of this block right here, which is really nice to have because it's pretty easy to, you know, just kind of diagnose something. If like the lights go out, boom, first place you go is your fuse box here. We do have the battery on, and then here's your BMS meter, and yes, that does say it's only 50% right now. We do got to have get the charger plugged up for them. You can see I got my Bluetooth on, I've got the underbody lights on, and then our main switch Bluetooth to work, because I've got it jumped off of this switch, and then he can kill it right there while leaving this switch on, which leaves this powered up as well. So yeah, it's pretty slick. I like it. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of places to hide wires, so when you do wire management, you zip tie everything to everything that you can, and that way nothing is moving around. I've got that pretty well zipped up here and around, and then obviously underneath here, back over to where we just came from the charger. Alright guys, so if you're interested in lithium, by all means reach out to us. Get you some Bolt power in your cart. This was very, very easy. It came with everything we needed. Just a few minor things and some time is all you need to get you a lithium in an older model cart like this. As always, we thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to reach out to us. Give us a thumbs up, guys. Comment about it. Phone numbers on the channel. Reach out to us. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy, and God bless.